freshman year and then transferred to Wisconsin. Right to the national championship game as Jordan Larson gets us underway. Right to Taylor Zambothe in the middle. Overhead, Willow. Missed it, no top spin at all.
You know, we'll talk about this with every match, with these new teams coming together. It's going to take a minute for them. You know, they've only had a couple of days to practice next to one another. We'll see how they start to ease into the match.
Willow Johnson did a little more than easing into that ball.
No easing into that one. Big swing from Willow Johnson.
Well, that was the #1 pick for Team Larson. Well, left-hander.
There's a reason. I mean, she brings the heat, and it's hard to defend her. She's super high and hits a heavy, heavy ball.
Plus 8 points for that kill for the individual score of Willow Johnson. And speaking of individual kills, there is Molly Mccage comes up with the kill. What a first weekend for #5 in blue. Molly Mccage, first in attack percentage, 30 of 46, had just 3 errors, and she picked up 9 blocks. That would be second for the weekend.
Huge weekend for Molly Mccage. Starting it off, that's why she was drafted so high in this round.
Sheridan Atkinson, last starting opposite off the board. Aubrey Cruz, former captain, who wore gold last weekend.
Now Leah Edmond picked Aubrey Cruz early on, her first pick. Big swing by Aubrey Cruz, but what she does so well is the entire thing. Her passing, her defense, and everything.
So if you're Leah Edmond, you're facing off with Jordan Larson, who is an Olympian. Get yourself one, Aubrey Cruz.
Might as well. So you got one, I got one.
Yeah, and the Olympian tips that one. For her native Puerto Rico, she represented. Edmond near standing kill. No, Johnson. Backslide, Mccage. All right, Molly Mccage is going to play her way into another gym if this keeps up. That might be a USA gym.
Man, I mean, she's a perfect pass here. You see Sam Swenson just flings that ball back there for her. Excuse me, that was Bree King. I apologize. Big swing by Molly Mccage.
That one, oh, taken out of the Bermuda Triangle, but stuffed anyway.
What Team Larson's going to need to do is really work on these out-of-system balls. Hitting high and deep into the court, but that's why Team Edmond was able to stuff the ball, just pressing over the net.
Yeah, plus 12 for that stuff block, and it has to be assigned to a player. There are no half blocks for those NCAA fans. And nothing to be decided there at all. Molly Mccage, plus 12 for the stop.
Molly Mccage is racking up the blocks. You know she wants that first one, but she's going to have this one for sure. It was all her. Taking that cut back on Taylor Morgan.
You're going to get plus 12 for a stuff, plus 5 for a dig. That is how you score defensively. Tupac, perfect pass. Stalls her, Doug. That ball's tight. Still good if it goes. Larson. Cruz rejected.
Team Larson doing a nice job being in the right spot. Look at this double block there. You see Taylor Morgan going off 1 foot to finish that close, and Tiffany Clark in there trying to cover, but just couldn't come up with it.
Johnson skips it off the net. That was a really nice set as that ball is down. Really like that set from off the net to on.
Beautiful set. I mean, you're going to see that with a lot of our setters here. High level volleyball. Beautiful swing by Cruz to finish the play.
If you're Triple S, you wonder how that hit your left lat.
Yeah, that was a weird rattle.
Strange bounce, 7-2. The blue wave cresting in set 1. Atkinson looking for a touch. Do you challenge early on? Number 2 challenges per team per set. It's kind of early. You have a 7-3 lead.
It is early. It was a big swing. She hit it kind of flat.
Ooh, good thing they didn't challenge.
Yeah, that was way over the top of the block.
Lindsay Stalzer back to serve. Stalzer, mechanical engineering, way back at Bradley. Back-to-back swings long. And the gold team comes to within 3.
See Leah Edmond taking a big swing on the outside. You're going to see a lot of big swings from this team. Oh, from both teams, really. A lot of firepower on the court.
Brenda on Facebook checking in, cheering for Team Edmond. You can do that. You can connect with us at AU Pro Sports. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Make sure and check out the draft. You have a lot of volleyball to go this week. But then Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Time, we will shuffle up and deal again. Dump there. Triple S. Samantha Silliger-Swenson.
Well, she's just so good at attacking the ball off the pass. Both hands up, looks like she's gonna set, flings it down with her left hand. Always been really good at that. Played for Minnesota, one of the best setters in the country of her time.
Block covered by Cruz. OT snap, Edmond.
I mean, those are the swings. Those are the experienced and international swings that you expect to see from some of the other hitters. But this is what got Leah Edmond here, what made her a captain. She can hit high and deep and over top of the block.
+8. Team actually went 1-2, did the blue squad. That was Team Clark last week. But scored a lot of points, won sets, and put individual points on the board. That one is called block. And we will have a challenge here as Captain Leah Edmond asks for it. Our officiating crew for this evening's match, Young Park and Michelle Prater. Michelle Prater is our R1, Young Park handling the R2 duties, and he is in the replay booth, sadly without us. Joined us our match earlier tonight. Well, Salim and myself were down on floor level. That ball looks like it might be on the line, Salim.
Looks like it might be in. Maybe we could see it a little. I think I can see it between the blockers there. We'll see if it hits. I'm looking to see if this ball is just in or out. See if we can slow that down.
Oh, I think that's
bit.
on the line. I'm going to go with on the line for my bet on this one.
I'm going with on the line as well.
All right.
I'm committing.
We're going down together.
He's coming back pretty quick, so he's either definitely seeing what we're seeing or not.
And it is on the line. All right. You at home, go ahead and take bets in the living room.
You can do that.
With the kids, not actual money. Back to serve, Bree King. National team setter out of Langley, BC. She and husband Jeremy just started a church up in the Vancouver area. That one perfectly done over the top of the block.
Really nice tip over the top of the block by Jordan Larson.
Jordan Larson, the most points in week 1. Didn't lead in any individual category, but filled up the stat sheet all over, and her team went 3-0.
She's a winner. She knows how to win games in every single phase.
Yeah, the 3-0 is by itself 180 points. Atkinson tattoos Larson. And that ball is too close to the net. 11-6, Team Edmond.
Team Edmond putting some service pressure. Now they're moving their passing pattern. They were stacked on the left. Now they've got Jordan Larson over here on the right side for another option.
Here's Willow Johnson in that row 1. Tip, Larson is well underneath the block. Here comes Stalzer. Can't quite chip it. hope the fans that are joining us from the Philippines, Mexico, Brazil are all enjoying the match. They recognize a lot of these athletes. I know the Philippines, Lindsay Stalzer, who takes this swing, played 7 years there.
There's quite a few players in our league that played in the Philippines and have experience there either playing against one another there as well.
Stalzer served. Perfect pass. High hands and out of bounds. Sheridan Atkinson, two-time All-American, two-time at Purdue, actually transferred from Long Beach State to Purdue, and just kept going east.
Yes, just kept moving, keep moving, further and further, keep going.
Went to Galatasaray, a very famous club, and you may recognize the soccer names in many cases with the clubs in Turkey. Most also have volleyball clubs, and Sheridan Atkinson went all the way to Turkey for her first experience, stepped right into the big leagues.
And that's a tough thing to do. It's not easy to just go right in playing in one of the top leagues in the world, but Sheridan Atkinson did it.
First experience for Jordan Larson in the draft. What was it like for her?
My strategy in coming into the draft was I kind of ranked players and kind of wanted to base my decisions off of what was coming before me. So there was 3 picks before me, so I just tried to use that understanding and that wealth of knowledge before making my decisions.
That was your guaranteed rate draft recap. Lots of decisions to be made each week. Jordan Larson has made some outstanding decisions in her career to go to Nebraska, win a national championship there, and then gold medalist for the FIVB. That was a world championship, and leading in points. And a little shout out coming up.
A little shout out.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Alice Beth, and I'm coming at you from River Forest, Illinois. My MVP of the week is Jordan Larson. Go AU!
I like how the votes are coming in even before we get to it. I want to thank our presenting court partner, Geico, for their support. Jordan Larson, you got one. Love that from Willow Park.
I get that. I'd vote early if I could. Maybe keep throwing in some votes there as much as I can, even before the match is over.
If you're a member of the Unlimited Club, go on over and join at auprosports.com. Join the Unlimited Club at any paid level. Listen, you can go as low as $20, I believe it is, and then you can go up to $80 for MVP and options there. You get benefits along the way. You also get to vote for MVP. Cast your vote for MVP after every match. The players vote after every match for MVP. You will vote for MVP as well. You, like never before seen, are affecting the actual score in the championship. Jordan Larson looking for the championship. She is first coming out of weekend number 1. Collects the kill there. Engaged in this last year to David Hunt, head coach at Pepperdine University.
So good, just so good at seeing the block, knowing where to swing at the ball.
You know, David is tuning in. His team atop the MPSF, tied with BYU for the lead. Huge stuff block, Sam Bothy and Atkinson. That's about as big as the blue wave can get.
Yeah, it's hard to get past this block, especially when the ball's just a little bit off the net and Taylor Sambothy has enough time to get all the way out to Sheridan Atkinson.
Future French fry eating world record holder. Taylor Sambothy gets plus 12 there. She said she wants that record. She's coming for it. Atkinson, and there's where she will thrive. High and tight.
That's it. I mean, that's how she likes the ball, all the way kind of drifting towards the net. She can go over top of the block and hit the ball straight down the line. Let her get all the way there and cut that ball.
Stalzer's 6-1 with Hobbs, and that went over.
Yeah.
Stalzer served, she will swing. The converted middle blocker. Long ago. Sambothy. The hands from the middle blocker. Again. Thrown into the block and down.
Dishing it. Taylor Sambothy just running the offense. Like, get out of the way, Bree King. I'm gonna run it.
And knowing Sambothy's personality, she'd try and set the quick if she could.
For sure, she would.
Molly Mccage better get up if Sambothy's near the net with that. Stalzer inside the block. So quick and springy.
Gets on that ball super fast. Molly Mccage isn't able to drop that left hand sharp enough to defend that hard cross court.
That one off the outstretched arms of Liana Sibel, who served it. She will go off. Tupac will come back on. Aubrey Cruz collects some points.
Super fast swing. Got a lot of speed on that ball. Belton just couldn't handle it in the left back.
Atkinson to the line. Living in Long Beach, looking forward to a return to overseas when it's possible. Oh, you can't tip it better than that.
That's pretty.
You've been throwing the heater. Sometimes you got to go a little off speed, get the batter to swing.
Well, you see, she barely even touches it. Barely touches this ball at the top of her reach. Very difficult to defend.
You've seen the last name Johnson and the number 44 before in an Arizona Diamondbacks uniform. That is Randy Johnson, her dad. Huge stop block, triple S, Samantha Seliger Swenson. And if you did not get the invite earlier, let me clarify it for you. Sam and Eric are going to get married. There will be a reception. You are invited if you're a member of the Unlimited Club. That's just how it works. One of the benefits that you get, you can vote for MVP, you can go to their reception. Date TBD, stay tuned. Eric, make sure you get the food order right. Overhead. That one's too short.
Trying it again, but couldn't come up with the tip over the top. But right now, you know, Team Edmond, a pretty commanding lead in this set, and a big gap in points as we look forward as well.
Yeah, 18-10. Remember, it's done on aggregate, so whatever the gap is here, that will be the gap leading into the second set. Clark under it, charging. Stalzer chips it through. Nice turn off the block. Tiffany Clark on her horse.
Started with the layout.
Ooh, that was short.
That pancake.
That ball, that was not a pancake.
Hey.
Sorry.
No one called it. I thought it was up.
That was like a piece of waffle left on the floor. The dog's gonna eat that one. Doesn't matter, it's gone. Mccage backslide, and Team Edmond looking good at set one. There is the menu. I love this. Our crew is spot on with this. The volleyball menu: pancake, chicken wing, butter, deep dish pizza.
It's all perfect.
The gator.
Love that, the gator.
You gotta be in Florida to eat gator. They don't serve it elsewhere.
They don't, but I love to see it.
Yeah, there it is. Only one of those is bad.
The deep dish.
Yeah.
The deep dish.
But it used to be good. The
used to
MVP
be good.
it used to be that it was basically a catching contest.
Well, you
in
set
the
it
90s.
super low.
Yeah. Hector LeBron indoors for Puerto Rico forever. Oh, right hand. Off balance, just pretty much described Team Larson in this first set. Why?
Yeah, that's tough. You know, again, they're still getting to know one another. They're getting used to playing next to one another. They just need to steady out and figure out responsibilities. I think Team Edmond is putting a lot of pressure on them from the service line and offensively. So they're just figuring out who's digging what, who's making what plays.
All right, Bree King. Oh, and chopped inside. Nice defense from Edmond. Yeah, discombobulated again. Trying to get things together. Sambothy, Edmond, good. Right past the outstretched arm of Sambothy, in pace to Edmond.
Really difficult to defend this. You see she goes over the top. Samantha Seliger Swenson down the line.
21-12. Each one of these athletes was asked to identify a cause that they would like to play for coming into Athletes Unlimited. Athlete causes allow athletes to play for their season, in part for their nonprofit organization of their choice. At the end of the season, the Give Lively Foundation will make a grant equal to 50% of the athlete's end of season bonus to their nonprofit partner, and that will not be insignificant.
Ally Global is a organization that helps, they partner with safe homes in Southeast Asia mainly. After girls have been rescued from sex trafficking, the houses kind of provide them with education and support and a community, and then resources to get them back into the community and in the real world. So I actually have a close friend who started the foundation in Vancouver back at home, and he has kind of grown it to what it is now, and we've kind of been supporting him from the first day. So it's now kind of getting traction, and rightfully so. They're doing amazing work. So it was a real easy decision for me who to support, and yeah, I'm pumped about it.
Bree King doing a lot of outreach there. Ally helps survivors of human trafficking find healing through safe housing, education, and aftercare in Asia and Canada. As you look at the Team Edmond causes for which they are playing. An excellent list of worthwhile causes. There's a look at Bree King. Set for the Canadian national team. Played in Dresden with Kitty Rolfson, a name that everyone might recognize. Said it was so much volleyball. So much. Playing professionally. Larson, a little step back. Stuffed. That ball took forever to come down. It is all Edmond in set one.
It's a huge block. I believe that was Sheridan Atkinson. She wants to get credit for that one.
Yeah, plus 10 right now. You have to have a heck of a second set and maybe a third to cut into this lead. Edmond, big swing, done with confidence. Not over Atkinson at 6'5". How about inside? No, wide. 23-12.
Tell you, this is a really good matchup for Team Edmond with Team Larson, with Sheridan Atkinson over there blocking Jordan Larson. There's a lot of block in front of her. She tries to cut that ball inside and just misses it wide on the sideline.
Stalzer fights that one off. Larson puts it away.
Well, that's the rhythm that they want. It's a fast pass, a good pass, excuse me, and a fast set to the pin. You see Taylor Sambothi doesn't quite get there in time, and that's when she can beat the block with her speed.
Jordan Larson, a silver medal in the 2012 Olympics in London and a bronze in Rio in 2016. Looking forward to another chance at gold with Team USA. And she will undoubtedly play a large role in a team that is amongst the world elite.
So you see here, they keep the speed going. Nice touch off the block, and then just a little miscommunication. Leah Edmond knows, hey, maybe I should have played that ball.
Sambothi dug by Swenson. Atkinson inside, hitting from the left where she was quite effective last weekend.
She was very effective, but they move them around, you know, in certain rotations. Rotation one, she's going to stay out there. She takes a big swing, but she can score. They don't have to move her or have her run to the other side of the court. She's comfortable over there on the left.
Roll shot right into the logs that are aflame.
The campfire. Nice roll shot by Jordan Larson.
Larson making her home now in Malibu, California. Native of Hooper, Nebraska, serves the ace there. On the other captain, captain on captain violence. Hooper, Nebraska, about 45 minutes outside of Lincoln. Her dad still lives there. Touch, Tupac under it. Big play from the libero, finished off by Willow Johnson.
Huge play by Kristen Tupac, flying in there with the touch on the top of the block.
Every point matters. Keep that in mind. That's a real one.
Laying out there with the pancake. Finish, big finish for Willow Johnson.
That was a nice fluffy buttermilk. Yeah, I want some real maple syrup on that too.
For sure.
None of the fake stuff. Kristen Tupac, member of the Player Executive Committee. Played at Iowa State, part of a rejuvenation there as we look at our points that can be won in the sets. So 40 for each set victory. 60 if you win the overall match. That overall score, 180 points available in darts and 180 points available here.
It's a lot of points.
A perfect round would be 180 for your side if you take all 3 sets and take the overall. And with those points in mind, we should take a look at our Geico leaderboard. Carstolo on the strength of an outstanding offensive performance, but did not result in a lot of team points. We'll see how that stacks up.
Yeah, she went off in her match. They set her a ton. She scored a lot. It was a big individual point scoring night for Carstolo, but not for her team.
You look here, Leah Edmond already in the running, already captain last week, and if she continues the output that she had, she'll find herself in another draft come Tuesday. 24-17. These sets, score a couple more points, creep back in. You're doing yourself a favor.
Yep.
In normal volleyball, you lose a set, set's over. You're down 1-0.
Right.
Here, it doesn't matter. If you lose a set 24-17, you're down 20, or 25-17, you're down 25-17.
Right.
If you lose at 25-20, you're down by that score.
And it all matters when you're calculating the final score of the match.
Atkinson OT is popped up. Larson. Aggressive swing. Cruz. Stopped. Sebeldon and Johnson.
Willow Johnson is fired up. She wants to win in a major way. Gets there, crosses, gets that right hand, seals the line on the swing.
24-18. Another block. Willow. Yes.
Willow Johnson's feeling it right now. It's taking her a minute to get going, but here's that speed. Look how fast the set is behind. She gets that arm going, pulls the trigger quick.
Another bad pass. Larson's all over that corner shot. Atkinson. No. Larson is reading the book of Atkinson. Another block. Same pair.
Man. That may have been Liana Sebeldon getting all the way there, pressing. You'll see all 4 hands press over the net, sealing the net, getting that block.
A 6-0 scoring run. Hey, you're enjoying some of the volume while they're playing. Let's give you some sounds directly on court.
We playing dirty today, boys. Straight up dirty. I've never been the first server in my whole career of volleyball. How's that setup? How's that setup? Yeah. Watch the outlet again. They're split, lefty out there. Watch her come straight up. Yes! Yeah! Go, Willow! We got you, Linz. Yes! Nice out! Good job. Let's go, Jordan. Hey, all the energy we can give right now. All the energy. Here we go.
There you go, right down on court. You're in the midst of the match.
I love hearing the communication. It's just, we all know how important it is, but really just to hear them talking and calling shots for one another and encouraging one another. It's such an important part of the game of volleyball.
Look at all the instruction going on here with Jordan Larson. Now Willow Johnson stepping in. Remember, these captains run the teams. We have facilitators. Tommy Miyashiro, an Olympian herself in 2012, alongside Jordan Larson, is the facilitator this week for Team Larson. On the other side, Joe Trinzi, technical coordinator for USA and Team Canada. So I spent some time working with Bree King as Joe Trinzi. There he is. And also part of the architecture of the scoring was developed by Joe Trinzi. We'll hear from him at some point. Another tough serve. Can they convert again? Tight, pushed. Another stuff block. It's a golden wall.
It is a golden wall. Well, they're finding a rhythm with one another. They're feeling more comfortable. You can see it with the swings and the aggression on both the attack and the block.
Jordan Larson has Team Edmond off balance. Oh, that was close to 4 contacts. That was 1 contact. 8-0 run. Now within reach of the set at 24-22. And the energy's back.
Game's more manageable. Now they're not. That lead isn't quite as big, so you look at that complete score, a lot closer.
It was 22-12 in this first set. Finally in the deep corner, and this first set is, to the relief of Team Edmond, over. 40 points each go to Team Edmond. But that looked like an assured thing at 22-12.
Well, I would say you never count out Jordan Larson, that's for sure, or her team, you know, and having that opportunity to find it, to figure it out, and get that energy. You heard them even saying that when we heard the sounds of the match. Hey, all the energy we can give right now, guys. Let's do it.
Team Edmond, instead of looking at a 10-point lead or an 8-point lead, they are looking at a 3-point lead. A 10-3 run to finish that one. Jordan Larson still up at number 2 on our Geico leaderboard. Leah Edmond in at number 6. Now, quite a bit of volleyball yet to be played. Tonight's match is presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. All right, let's get to our navigating the win. It's Leah Edmond, captain of Team Edmond. Leah, you guys off to a huge lead. What happened? How did you give up those points toward the end of that set?
I think we kind of went away from what we were doing. We were aiming high and hitting high, and I think in those last couple points we were trying to get the big kill, trying to get the kill, and we started ending low. So I think we just need to stay high like Sheridan in the last one, and we'll be fine back to where we were to begin.
What was the conversation right after that set when you guys brought it in? What did you talk about?
I just told everybody to take a breath, and we got it. Just focus on just the little things that we can do to be better. I just think that overall we played a really good game, and I'm not upset with how we played. We just got to be able to finish at the end.
Leah, good luck in the next set.
Thank you.
This has been Navigating the Win, presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors, helping you navigate your financial future. All-time kill leader in Kentucky history, a Lexington native, All-American, Player of the Year in the SEC, and 30 points coming in. Continue to update you on our scoring system if you just joined us with our worldwide audience here. Win points, you saw there, plus 40 for a set 1 victory went to Team Edmond. MVP points, those will be determined at the end. If you're any paid level of the Unlimited Club, you also get to vote. First, second, third get points. And the individual points, there's pluses, there's minuses. There's all kind of ways to better your own game. At the same time, you're trying to win those sets. We asked Taylor Sambothi, if you could pick any world record to hold, what would you wish? Taylor Sambothi has love for more than just volleyball, and this is her world record dream. We know what's coming.
World record that I would want to hold that's unvolleyball related has to be
most buffalo wings eaten in like a certain amount of time. I'm not trying to get miserably full, but I would just like to have a copious amount. But yeah, wings all day. Just big buckets of them everywhere.
It's not rosé all day. Wings all day. I haven't heard that one before.
It's big buckets of them everywhere.
Do you have any world record dreams?
World record dreams for me would be drinking as much coffee as I want without having to go to the bathroom.
Wait.
And still being able to go to, go to
that
sleep.
doesn't sound like some sort of world record.
That's a record. That's a record. There's got to be a thing.
You're talking about a paradigm shift there. I don't
Somebody
know.
drinks a lot of coffee and they just don't have to go to the bathroom.
Taylor Sambothy, all-time block leader in Ohio State history, a program that is playing exceptional volleyball this year, all Big Ten, and has a whole bunch of accolades in that Ohio State record book. She'll be there for a long time. Key Michael's going to take you behind the shield every week. Let's get in there.
This is amazing. There are like 7,000 Normatex, Hypervolts, Venoms, and a crew of physios ready to get us ready for training. I feel spoiled a little bit. Thank you, Anthony, for your generosity.
Oh my God. Oh la la. Those are cool.
How big I'm smiling, but I'm smiling really big.
Come at me. They're just slowly drip feeding it. More kids. Hey, Iran. How is the training?
It's just awesome. We're getting in there. We're getting in there. Yes. Graston right here. Yep.
Oh, that's improving.
No pain, no gain. I know you've heard that.
Thanks, Key Michael. And if you're digging the swag you saw there, head on over to auprosports.com to get your Athletes Unlimited gear. And do not forget to follow on social at AU Pro Sports for exclusive insider content. Key Michael, a big part of that, the vlogger, the proprietor of the Volley Bubble. I'm Kevin Barnett. She is Salima Rockwell. You are the volleyball fan. And this is a Saturday night match number 2. Look at Key Michael. She has the blue hair in there. I saw her get those extensions earlier. Got them all different colors, so no matter where she goes, she's going to be styled up.
I love it. A lot of the players are doing a little bit of dye every time they switch teams.
Yeah.
They put a little something in their hair.
Team Dela Cruz, Coach Taiba Hanif Park.
All purple. 2-time
silver medalist. Started out the purple and then started handing it out. So you'll see a smattering of that. They're having a lot of fun each week getting to know each other. Team Sebelden handed out a little free Monday night champagne if you prefer. And I may have seen some other bottles in gold arriving. I may have seen some other little tasters for a celebration. There's Team Sebelden captain Liana Sebelden. I'll tell you a remarkable story related to number 30 in gold here. Liana Sebelden works for a company out in San Jose. She's a marketing systems analyst, right? Just got promoted inside of her company. She remembered that someone named Noah Williams had told her that his cousin was on the national team. And so she thought, well, he must be into volleyball. I got this new league. Let me let Noah, who I work with occasionally inside the company, know that the league's going on.
Right.
And so she let him know the league was happening, and he said, yeah, I know. And he goes, my cousin is calling the matches. That's me.
That's crazy. What are the odds?
So, unbeknownst to Liana Sebelden, when she had been told that somebody was into volleyball on the national team from her company, that person would end up calling the matches. Unbelievably small world.
It really is.
The connections inside the community, I've stopped being surprised by it. It's such a wonderful, loving community that once you're in, you know people everywhere. But inside of Liana's company, she thought it was remarkable. First of all, they had even talked about it, and then they talked about it again here. That one just inside the block. And Team Larson is off to a better start here in the second set.
And this is what Samantha Seliger Swenson does so well with a former teammate, Taylor Morgan, from University of Minnesota. Sets her fast and quick, gets on that ball.
Down the line goes Edmond.
And Bree King doing a really nice job pushing that ball all the way out to the antenna and getting it to Leah Edmond to hit over top of the block.
Larson talking. You got to talk before the pass. Tupac to Stalzer, who puts it in the corner.
Smart swing by Stalzer. She can get on it fast, and she likes to swing hard at the ball, but this is a nice swing by her. You can see her elevate here and just reach and snap. Doesn't hit it full steam, but snaps it to the deep corner.
Lindsay Stalzer has that mechanical engineering degree. And said, I wish I had done all that work in school. It's not easy. She didn't know she's going to keep playing volleyball, but she said it's like a drug. I just can't stop. It's so much fun.
Gotta keep going.
She's played multiple seasons where she's gone to the Philippines for 3 months, then finished out in Europe. An excellent fan following for the number 29 in the Philippines. Oh, Leah Edmond goes down awkwardly. Willow Johnson gets one right in the shoulders.
Well, that was a little scary.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened to our captain, number 14.
Not sure. Somebody else came under. They came under the net together, or she just tweaked. Yeah, she.
Oh, she got stepped on.
Yeah, Willow stepped on her foot as she was pushing off.
Quick reaction from Sambothi, but it's out of bounds.
Sambothi knew it was coming. She wanted to get it, but a little bit, a hair late. She's there now. She gets it. She shows up just a little bit too late. Ball goes out of bounds.
I think you've gotten a pretty good taste of Taylor Sambothi in this match thus far, off the court. A hilarious individual.
So funny. Such a character. Loves to have fun. And loves the sport of volleyball, enjoys her teammates.
She brought her house coat with her down here, and she roams the hotel in it. And she was very clear with me, the Lee's Summit, Missouri native, that a house coat has a zipper. That's why it's not a robe.
It's a big difference.
Robe has a tie, house coat has a zipper. Thank you, now I know. Thank you very much, Taylor Sambothi.
She can teach you stuff.
Nice defensive play there by King. Yeah, a little dangerous play. Were you worried about somebody jumping on somebody else there?
I was worried about Tiffany Clark not getting out of the way under the feet of Leah Edmond.
Nice play by King here.
Beautiful defensive effort here. You see there, Leah Edmond jumping over top of Tiffany Clark.
Cruz. Stalls her out of the middle, is blocked.
I like that help from Sheridan Atkinson. She doesn't stay at the pin, recognizes that immediately, makes that move to the middle of the court. See her shuffle in. Big move by Sheridan Atkinson and Taylor Sambothi together.
Johnson forced to chip it. Cruz is not chipping. Larson hitting her driver. That one finds the floor. Is that Sambothi?
Sambothi!
Wow! The sets, the back row attacks. Flying like a butterfly. Stinging like a bee. Does she have a bee on the other arm?
She could. She very well could. But this is a way out of system set. For her to take a chance and take a rip at it, I guess is no surprise.
Cut shot inside. Auri Cruz picks it up. I feel like Team Larson needs to be a little more terminal here. That tip terminates. They're just not finding the floor with enough ease.
They're not. And Team Edmond's doing a nice job. They're getting a lot of touches on the block. If they're not stuffing the ball, they're slowing the ball down a little bit, keeping the ball in play. And Team Larson can cover here and there, but but they're having some trouble.
This is the rotation which they made that run at the end of the first set. Willow Johnson was key in transition. They can't get a transition ball here. Johnson had 3 kills, 2 blocks in that run at the end of set number 1. She was pounding the ball. This time it's Atkinson who goes OT on Stalzer. They like that matchup. Of course, I might like almost any matchup with number 16 in blue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Many of these women come from athletic families. You hear about mom played basketball, played volleyball, dad played football, maybe baseball. Sheridan Atkinson comes from a family of thespians, performers.
Yep. She wanted to do it herself. I mean, she looked at that herself, but she got involved in volleyball.
They don't have volleyball at Juilliard.
They don't. It doesn't exist. But she kept playing, a two-time All-American, like you said, at Purdue, and played in Korea, played in Turkey.
Playing for the Baller Dream Foundation here as her cause. For every athlete has a cause who will receive a bonus at the end of the year from the Give Lively Foundation, equal to half of their earnings. Stalzer. That was a nice looking play.
That was. And it was quick. You could see Taylor Morgan jump. Gets up, causes Mccage just to stop quickly, but they set it fast over the top of that ball.
Blues passing's been off. Haven't seen much of Mccage offensively since the opening moments of this match. 34-32 overall, Edmond up 2. Make it 3. I'm Kevin Barnett. She's Salima Rockwell. Glad you're enjoying this worldwide broadcast on a Saturday night, match number 2, weekend number 2 of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. We will be here for 3 more weeks after this, total of 5 weeks of play, and we will crown a champion and immortalize that champion in the Book of Unlimited. A mythical tome that is here. What a gorgeous book.
It's beautiful.
It looks like it's coming straight out of a library, and maybe Frodo found it or Gandalf carried it.
That's what I was going to say.
There you
definitely
go.
Looks like out of the Lord of the Rings. It's a beautiful, beautiful book.
I just wonder if it comes with a ring of invisibility. That's what I wonder.
That would be pretty cool.
But I don't want to end up in a cave with bad hair.
No, I wouldn't put it on.
I'm not going to put it on.
So we've got a challenge here on the floor. Willow Johnson takes a big swing out of the back row, and there.
That's going to be a tough review right there. This will be a better angle. Great job by our crew.
Yes. I thought it was out initially from my. I'm right on the end line.
I think that's out.
A little bit higher up. So that was my first glance.
Yeah, I'm going to go without on this one. Young Park, what say you? Ball is in. Whatever. Do you have that number for the ophthalmologist?
Well, no,
I'm going to need that.
I know. I need it myself. I'm going to look it up.
What was that, Eye Masters or something it was called?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do it later.
Can't wait for Maverick to come out. Just saying. That ball's passed over. Nearly stopped. That would have been a nice play by Bree King. Instead, it ends up as a kill by Taylor Morgan, who chops it down.
It was a really nice touch block that someone could have chased down. It's a nice play by Bree King.
Taylor Morgan played her collegiate ball at Minnesota. Dad's a coach there, track and field. 36-34 in the overall after this one.
See Leah Edmond just kind of take something off of it. That ball was heading towards the net, so she couldn't get a full swing on it. Does a nice job controlling it to the empty spot on the court.
Salima, when you were a setter, you set a ball and saw a tip. What was your reaction?
When I personally set the ball?
Yeah.
I'd cover.
Okay.
I'd be angry at myself if it was tight, but it didn't happen that often. I can't remember.
There's no documentation. No one has any video of anything. Sam Bothy through the block, stalls her with the D. Tight, push back. Sam Bothy trying to get more assist points, not this time. A little far with the back set. They'll work on that tomorrow morning in practice.
For sure they will. She'll be running it. She'll be running that drill. But set that ball just a little bit outside the antenna, and that's a dangerous thing. You want to keep that ball just inside the antenna and give your hitters room to swing so they can hit every angle on the court.
Temperatures inside the arena here have been delightful. A little cold early on. Everyone knows about that cold snap down here in Texas, as Atkinson continues to be hot on the left. The temperatures have been virtually perfect inside the arena. You might get a little Gatorade on the side, but you're probably not getting dehydrated. Gatorade's got you covered if you need it.
Absolutely. Atkinson just goes up and over the top of that block.
That one chipped through. A little middle blocker attack from Liana Sibelden.
I like to see her go behind a little bit. You see her mostly hitting in front, and then that last rotation, they run her behind on this slide. Super athletic and fast. Gets on it nice.
Ace service, plus 12.
We're all tied up in the overall score, 37 apiece.
How huge was the rally at the end of that first set?
It was unbelievable.
A 10-3 overall run, but it included an 8-0 stretch for Team Larson. 37-37 in our match score. No throw down this time. Johnson with the kill. From captain to #1 draft pick.
What a beautiful play by Jordan Larson, and that's just what she does so well. She doesn't go up and try to hit it or do something weird with it. She jump sets. You see she catches Atkinson, and then Willow has no block.
Yeah, everyone out of position there for Blue, expecting something from Larson on that left side. So Team Edmond will call a timeout. All right, let's see if we can get inside the Blue huddle.
Fans' results are in from the first match MVP voted. In third place with 20 points, Anthony Wanabu. In second place with 40 points, Deja McClendon. And in first place with 60 points.
Well, we can take you inside the huddle, but if nobody talks, there's not much to hear.
To all three
That makes it challenging.
Be sure to check out the Athletes Unlimited.
I think they're just kind of processing things. And
all right, well, let's hear from head coach Joe Trinzi instead.
What every player sees is the win points is the strongest component. And so first of all, just right there, if you look at players who even didn't play very much, you know, Purple went 3-0 in the first night. Even the players that didn't play very much on Purple are all in the top half. And that's how it's sort of always going to be. And then the second thing is, it's actually pretty hard to have an outstanding individual night and lose. It can happen occasionally, but most of the time, when you look at a volleyball game, you look at, okay, here's our top 1 or 2 offensive players that we have to get going in order to win. So those two things really operate in synergy, and actually I think the players that focus on just winning are players that are going to be successful individually.
Joe Trinzi, one of the architects of the AU scoring system for Team USA and Team Canada, technical coordinator position on both of those squads. Responsible for stat taking as we look at our point scoring here. Set 1, set 2, set 3, 40 points available for each. Match 60 in the overall. Remember, in our earlier match, if you were watching it, we ended set 2 tied in the overall, so we had the 100-point set in the third. It was taken home by Team De La Cruz.
super exciting. That's what makes this whole thing so exciting. Those points just can come up quickly, and you can lose them quickly as well. It's a lot of points.
37-38 here right now, looking for 39 is Team Larson. Johnson's been terminal in transition, not this time. Atkinson wide. Just wide. 17-12, Team Larson. Atkinson, she's thrown the ball 3 times, she's 2 for 3.
She has, but you know, I do like that Bree King goes back to her. You know, she still has confidence in her. She made an error, hit a little bit wide, but Atkinson has been so good on the evening and so aggressive. She knows what she's doing. She understands the game very well. Keep going back to her.
Sabelden, a good crossbody turn. Catching that one with the flipper.
Belden facing in one direction and then hits that ball just across her body, cuts it back to the right back.
Sabelden up front with Stalzer. Johnson. There's Molly Mccage. Welcome back.
I like that.
That was a punch.
That was a punch. Just gotta snap that ball down there. Molly Mccage played at the University of Texas.
Did you just say snap that?
Snap that. I think I did. Did I?
Snap that. 40-39. Nice pass by Tupac. Cruz will shoot it. Larson was all over it. Atkinson keeps it just on the floor. Larson handling setting duties. Willow down the line and good.
Watch out.
Clark maybe having flashbacks to last weekend. Bethany De La Cruz issuing her a facial.
Man, look at this ball. Beautiful set, of course, by Larson. She turns it and crushes it down the line.
That's in the crumple zone right there.
The crumple zone?
Yeah, you get hit with it, you just down to the ground. It's for safety, the crumple zone. It's supposed to absorb energy. A little switcheroo here. We have a substitution coming in.
Looks like Kaylee Manns and Shayla Castro.
Little double sub.
Double sub, mix it up a little bit.
Manns, the All-American and now Iowa State Hall of Fame member, and Shayla Castro, 2-time Olympic gold medalist for Brazil. Mccage stopped for the moment. Cruz off the block and out. I love that the ball did not go to Shayla.
I mean, cold off the bench.
But I'm always surprised the number of times a new player comes in, been standing around for a half hour, 45 minutes, and they give it to them on the very first play.
Yeah, smart play here. And Cruz with a really smart swing here. You can see her, the intent of tooling that ball off the edge of the block.
There's Shayla. This time Clark under it, good leap. Shayla with the cover. It's a blue collar point. Bring your lunch pail. You might be here all day. Jordan Larson finally punches the time card and goes home.
I like that. I like that. A lot of big digs on this play. See her fling this ball back to Jordan Larson off the top of the block. Watch her just lay it back there, and Larson's always ready.
You know what I like? I like the direction. Wrist away. It went the other way off the block, but she definitely put that out to the right side. One-time star at Nebraska. It is every little girl who plays volleyball dream in Nebraska, which is maybe the biggest youth culture of volleyball in the United States, to play at that university.
Absolutely.
Terry Pettit built it up. John Cook has continued it.
Absolutely. Fantastic program. A lot of great players that come out of there. Jordan Larson, of course, one of them. Won a national championship there as well.
Nice dig by Cruz. Edmond, is that legal? Converts.
Great hustle on the side of Team Larson. Jordan Larson make a move, try not to dive into the crew and on the concrete.
2017 leaves us tied at 42. I hope we end up tied. I really like that at the end of the second set. That's the scoring system working beautifully. Willow Johnson beautifully out of the back row, this time wrist away. She's showing you range.
Well, she has. I saw it early on when they were practicing and a little bit in the preseason, and now seeing it again. I mean, she can move that ball around, and look at Samantha Sellier-Swenson just giving her that perfect set and in rhythm off the net.
The all Pac-12 performer at Oregon. Oh, into the Bermuda Triangle. Another one. Over in that left front, it's kind of like going in a water hazard at the golf course. You're going to come back with more volleyballs than you started with if you're going in that space.
Well, and it's such a good point. I mean, you want to angle everything back into the court. You know, that's kind of the goal, is keep everything on that, in that area of the court, and anything shanked to the left is big trouble.
Fans, if you would like to own a piece of Athletes Unlimited history, now is your chance. First ever Topps trading card set for professional volleyball has been issued. These limited edition sets feature all 45 athletes plus randomly inserted serial numbered parallels, including player autographs and gold 1-of-1 cards. Sets are available now. If you're a fan of volleyball, go get one. April 2nd is the stop date over at Topps.com. This will be your only chance to purchase that unique collectible. And we talked to Alex Houston and all the athletes before we came here. She chose the number 33. Every number was available. Her number's always been 3. It's her favorite number, but why is she wearing 33 instead?
I chose my number because number 3 was taken, number 9 was taken, number 17 was taken. 3 is my favorite number, and so I've kind of grew up with that number. I was born on April 3rd. I'm the 3rd child, the youngest, and so, yeah, 2 3s, just choice is good, yeah.
Alex Holston, look at her career profile there. 4-time All-SEC selection, 4-time ABCA All-American, and 5th in career kills. And if you didn't know, she's a numbers puzzler. 30 to 40 minutes before she hits the sack, she'll do Sudoku. And she has an app called Logic Pick that she really likes. So you might try that out if you're going to get on the Holston program.
So fun to learn all these little things about these players. Interesting. I was surprised by that. I don't know why, but it's such a quirky little interesting thing right before bed.
And in Athletes Unlimited, America's Next Top Model, she refused to participate. Wouldn't get out of her PJs.
It was awesome.
She was amazing. That's over on the Volleyball Bubble. If you check that out, Key Michael, she shot a little parody of America's Next Top Model with all the women who were in the quarantine house. Players came down and practiced, and they quarantined before they came to the league. Go check it out. Do yourself a favor. It's fun. Nice dig by Willow Johnson. Bringing the defense. She's already brought a bunch of offense. Shayla to an open spot.
Such a veteran, 2-time gold medalist play. Such a smart shot. You see the defense come all the way underneath and crash, and she just tips that ball sharp. Call that a 2-2 from zone 2 to the other zone 2.
(44-43) Team Larson, 22-18 Team Larson. Oh, miscommunication there right down that seam.
And you know, you try to serve certain areas of the court and the seams between passers. It's really just the space right between two passers. Difficult to pass, especially when they haven't been playing together a long time. Who's going to take this ball?
Definite move by Tupac there, taking control. And then a backslide from Taylor Morgan. So we thought they were both, Sabeldon and Morgan, kind of in front middles. We've seen them both have success in the backslide.
Well, they both can do it, and it just is something they want to run. They're both athletic enough, and they're quick enough to run it as well.
23-19, 45-44. Larson with the lead in both. That ball's too tight. Saved by King. That ball's perfect. Jordan Larson with the winner. 24 now for Team Larson and a 2-point overall advantage. Well, if you're Jordan Larson, you're probably pretty happy right now. Your team got pushed. You responded. Your #1 pick played exceptionally well during that and throughout this match. Set point. Atkinson OT kept alive. Sampothi stopped. No swing. Sebelden, no. Another test of cardiovascular fitness. Put away by Willow Johnson. 25-19. What a response from Team Larson. And 40 points each for winning that set. So each side has received 40 points for their set victories. It was 25-22 Team Edmond in the first, 25-19 in the second for Team Larson, who has played exceptionally well, except for the very beginning and middle part of set 1. Set 3, lots to be determined. It's 47-44 overall. We'll wrap it up. One more set. Tonight's match is presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors. Every player's journey to excellence can be partially attributed to their support network. Late night practice pickups and early morning match calls. Parents, family, and friends are there to see the tears and the triumphs. Kay Clough, mother of Jordan Larson, saw her daughter live the dream of playing for the University of Nebraska volleyball team. All-American honors and a national championship were just the beginning of her daughter's remarkable volleyball journey. In September 2009, Kay lost her battle with breast cancer. Jordan was by her side. Throughout the national team years, Olympic honors, and the building of her life, Jordan has carried a reminder of her mom on the inside of her left wrist. A breast cancer loop with her mom's initial, K, inscribed and ever present for the dreams turned reality by her daughter. Jordan said she misses having that person who provides unconditional support. No matter the situation, said she knew how to dress, she put things away all the time, and I need to work on that. She had the honor of designing a shoe with her sponsor, Adidas, honoring her mom, and what a career it has been for Jordan Larson. And how nice for Jordan Larson to hang on and have her career extend into when there was professional volleyball here in the United States with Athletes Unlimited. As you look at the innovative and unique Geico leaderboard, Karstelo still on top. Jordan Larson on her way to being back on top. Self-belief and a time of reflection can affect your career. We talked to players about that. Here's our Believe You Will segment.
I played at Michigan my first year, and I think that moment where I really had to believe in myself was the first time playing there wearing a Badger uniform. I was in enemy territory. I was playing at Michigan. The girls on the other side did not like me. So we were down, and I kind of just looked into myself and was like, Tiffany, like, this is fun. Like, this is so cool. Like, getting to play here, like, no one likes you in the stands. Like, feed off that energy. And that's really the moment where I was like, okay, like, let's do this. And I had, I think, a record-setting game. I had like 37 digs, which was like the school record. It was just a really cool thing to accomplish in that really, I don't know, enemy environment, I guess.
Tiffany Clark took it all the way to the national title last year. Title match, anyway, would come up just short to the Stanford Cardinal in her time with the Badgers. Thank you to our presenting court partner, Geico. These players could not be more pumped to be here with so many different personalities. Let's get up close and personal. How about some fun facts? Can't go wrong with fun facts.
I ate beef stroganoff for lunch, which is disgusting.
I love to drink pickle juice. I grew up in an avocado grove.
Oh. I think we ate cow tongue.
Can I know what they are?
You know, it's actually really good. I don't know what it was, but I just love Belgian waffles.
Risotto, pasta, everything in Italian food, I think. I can't cook Brazilian food.
Lots of you are enjoying Athletes Unlimited. You can visit auprosports.com for more info. You can get some swag there. Be sure and join us on social as well. AU Pro Sports on Twitter. And there. Hey, the McClenny. We'll throw emojis all over you. And she has 37 live streams going on between softball and AU Pro Sports right now. Happy Saturday. Well, that's a good way to do it. Hey, the Mac 8. Love the check mark. We know you are you. There you go. She was named Geico Defensive Player of the Year during softball. That will come with a $5,000 bonus here. Liam, why you keep throwing emojis all over everything?
I'm not, I don't know. I don't know
I
what
like
I'm
it.
doing.
Keep doing it. Keep pouring them out there.
I'll keep them coming.
Yeah.
We got some good ones over here. I'll see if I can find some use for them.
Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, AU Pro Sports. Keep up on what's happening now. Keep up on what will be happening with lacrosse. Keep up on softball as it enters round 2. Kat Osterman was the champion in round 1. Who will be our champion here, we will know in the last weekend in March. I'm Kevin Barnett. She is Salima Rockwell, and you're enjoying Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. Third set underway. 47-44 the lead for Team Larson in a rally thus far. They were down early. Football, the ball high for a reset here. Johnson. Nobody can quite get a good swing. Who will get a cut? Nobody. But the point ends anyway.
A lot of nice defensive plays, good covers on both sides of the net, but you know, it's got to end at some point. Sometimes it's not pretty, but it ends. Nice block and a great cover by Sebelding. A good heads-up play at the net by Team Edmond.
Sam Bothy dug. Seliger Swenson with it. And that tip will find the floor from Jordan Larson. Hope you're enjoying the matches now. If you want to join us tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, that'll be on CBS Sports Network first, and then we'll be right back here. And here is wherever you are. Twitter, Twitch, Daily Motion, YouTube, or Facebook Live. Wherever you are, come back here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We will regale you with more volleyball.
Looks like there might be blood. Is that
a little blood on the floor?
Yeah,
perhaps?
blood on the floor. They're cleaning it up, sanitizing it.
You do not want the floor to be wet in any circumstance.
Definitely
Make
not.
sure and dry that off. You ever step on a wet spot and have a bad experience playing volleyball?
Very, very bad experience. Bad ankle, high ankle sprain.
Ooh.
Took me out for, well, didn't take me out for as long as it should have, but it was bad.
Bree King looks to be the one who was having a small issue. I imagine they'll get that fixed up. Players under excellent care here with Athletes Unlimited. Such a focus of the group to make sure that these athletes who are coming back are in tip-top shape. There it is, Team Low, Team Larson. Don't miss that one. Teammates, Olympians together, bronze medalists together in 2016. They will face off with their squads tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on CBS SN. Then we'll go 9 p.m. Team Dela Cruz and Team Edmond. And we'll do it again on Monday. Fox Sports 2, Fox Sports 1. Mark your calendars, set your DVRs, and join us, won't you? Bree King is all patched up. The floor is clean. And we are ready to resume play. 48-45, our score here in the third. Backslide is long. No touch.
Well, it looks like Taylor Sembothi just not getting on top of that ball, hitting it kind of flat. Not sure if it's not too fast for her, maybe a little bit too low, and she's not really getting her arm up on top of the ball.
On that backslide, how much are you at the mercy of the set itself?
Oh, a lot, because you're going. I mean, you're taking off. If it's the right speed, you know, you've got to just time it perfectly. And that's Jordan Larson. I'm going to stop talking.
She timed it perfectly. 3-1, Team Larson, who aside from being down 21-12, check that, 22-12 at one point in the first set. Went on a run, didn't quite get there, lost 25-22 in the first, but has ruled since.
Oh, they just look comfortable now.
They were all discombobulated halfway through that first set. Jordan Larson's doing her part in the middle back. And why not get a swing? Johnson blocked. Give it to Leah Edmond.
That's a big block and a crucial time by Leah Edmond. I know it's early in the set, but man, this is a nice swing block move. Takes the line away from her with that left hand. You see Leah Edmond really press back into the court. And that's what you want to do. You want to slow somebody down. She's got a lot of confidence right now, Willow Johnson.
Ace service. Bree King. Plus 12 for that action there for the setter. Nearly a second ace. That ball's out of play.
Really nice effort by Jordan Larson trying to get that ball over the net. But it's Bree King, this serve, I mean, she just drives it. Look at that ball just kind of sink and tail right at the end. Very difficult to pass.
Especially when it's driven at you high. Still working on Stalzer. This is a perfect pass. And a push off the arms of the net.
Nice shot by Willow Johnson. You see her contact point. Look how high she is, fully extended. And then just throws it off the block of Leah Edmond.
Willow Johnson has an art and tech degree. Go to @Willow_art4, that being her number in college. And you can check out her art. I think we should have an art show for Team Larson this week, because Holly Tolliver is also on the team. She's another artist.
Art show would be nice. I'd like to see some.
Paradise Valley, Arizona. Playing for the Phoenix Police Foundation. Her brother, a Phoenix police officer. She said the stories that he tells blow you away.
Can only imagine.
Taylor Morgan with the kill out of the middle, and Team Larson back on the aggression. 5-5.
Another really fast set. You see her facing the power position and then cuts it back to beat the block. It's great vision by Taylor Morgan.
Dueling middles, Sembothi back the other way.
I like it. Same amount of speed that you're seeing on the other side of the net. Taylor Morgan just doesn't press over. You see her hands kind of flat at the net. You watch her jump. She tries to dive into it, but never ends up fully pressing.
There's a cross-court winner. So it's middle, middle, middle if you're scoring at home.
Well, it's pass, pass, pass. I mean, it's the pass that does it all. You know, it allows the offense to run and really spread things out and not just rely on the outside hitters.
Oh, Atkinson If she's going to swing at the ball like that, there's no stopping.
Forget it. Yeah. I mean, unless you plant somebody in that back, in the deep corner, you're not going to defend that ball. You're certainly not going to block it because it's way over the top of the block, and then it's deep into the last third of the court.
Johnson trying to do the same thing, goes just wide left. There's a lot of traffic on the right side of that court.
There is. There's a lot going on. So we got a 1-point ball game right now, overall score. 53-52 in favor of Team Larson.
That ball's well off the net, tipped. But a net violation negates any possible defensive play. At no point can you touch the net. Jumping up, coming down, no incidental. Over the years, there have been rule changes internationally that have allowed, quote, incidental net contact, but that is not the case anymore. That one is touched, and another kill, Molly Mccage.
All the middles are so efficient right now. The setter's doing a nice job giving it to them fast. And they're up and available, but again, it's the ball control that's creating this. Bree King does a nice job getting that ball high enough and fast enough for Molly Mccage.
Molly Mccage, an excellent career in the Big 12 at Texas, played 3 seasons over in Germany. Backslide Mccage, again, winner.
Unbelievable speed by Mccage. I mean, and transitioning from a block move, ball comes over the net, doesn't really even get that deep. Just what I talked about right there, when she transitions, gets off the net, turns right back around to hit that slide.
I love that she never looked at the setter.
That's great.
She just ran to a spot and the ball arrived.
And that's trust, right? That's trust from your setter.
55-54 on that overpass. So that goes as a kill for Mccage. That does not count as an ace. So Mccage will collect the +8 for that.
Here's that block at the net. Nice in control, throwing it down, moving it to the side a little bit where no one is on the Larson side.
Trying to create a picture of victory on the Larson side. They've subbed in their second artist, the left-handed Holly Tolliver. She comes in for Stalzer. Talked to Holly this morning. She was quite disappointed in her play last week. Here she'll get a shot as Larson puts it high into the hands. We are once again tied at 55. It's quadruple nickels.
Jordan Larson going up, taking a nice swing. You see her arm cross her body. She wants to hit that edge of the outside blocker's hand.
Jordan Larson, 2-time medalist. About to go to another Olympics for Team USA. Kevin Barnett alongside Selima Rockwell, 2-time national team captain. Molly Mccage nearly had another right there. Willow Johnson. Oh, Mccage might have been able to hit that. Instead, Leah Edmond kills it.
I thought she was going to. Couple of nice plays by Mccage at the net. Hits the slide, comes back at the nice touch block. And then Edmond on the finish with a monster swing off of Willow Johnson's forearm.
Larson on that right-hand side. Right through the hands of Mccage.
Jordan Larson's finding this room between the block of Leah Edmond and the antenna. Molly Mccage just couldn't get her hands up quite quick enough. So Jordan Larson saying to her afterward, "Hey, you okay?" She said, "Yep, I'm good."
Yeah, in this league it might make sense. You're going to play with that player next week, perhaps.
Right.
Good touch by the block. Team Edmond in transition. Captain couldn't finish it there. How about Willow Johnson slicing
I like that move. Will Johnson with a little action on the wrist. And watch her swing at this ball. Look at her left hand just cut inside the block. That's a nice swing by Willow Johnson.
Willow Johnson spent some time playing for the Oregon Beach volleyball team there in the Pac-12. They weren't playing indoors. Head coach Matt Ulmer had her outdoors. Again, Johnson. This time into the block and stuffed down by Sambothi.
I like that position of the block. Leah Edmond doing a really nice job, and that ball's falling inside a little bit of setting that block properly.
Now, we don't want you to ignore the set score entirely, because remember that set is worth 40 points, but the overall is tied at 57. That's worth 60. You'd love to take them both, but if you're going to take one,
that's what you want to get.
When you come into a match, you want that overall. And going to be called over. See, both teams trying to sell it there.
Yep.
So when that ball's on top of the net, how is that call made?
Well, it has, if she crosses the plane, if the ball crosses the plane at all, she's going to be called for being completely over if the ball does not cross the plane. So if it's there, it's fair game.
For the blocking side.
Did I say that right?
For the blocking side you're talking
that's
about.
Correct.
Yeah, for Sambothi in this case.
Side.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So part of the ball has to cross the plane of the net. Otherwise, you're considered over. All right, I got it.
Sorry if I said it wrong.
Johnson too far under it. Bree King is down. Clark with the bump set. Atkinson, OT. Larson is still reading that book of Atkinson. I think she's on chapter 3. Chapter 4. Chisel, and it's a winner for Johnson.
Sharon Atkinson not happy with that. She thought she was going to be able to get that stuff. But a big swing by Willow Johnson here, one-on-one. Taking advantage of this. Tooling off the edge of the block.
Timeout called by Team Edmond. Gives us a chance to show you our Geico defensive play of the game as we are midway through our third set. How about Bree King? The high ball, second contact, back to Sambothi.
Love it. I'll take a nice assist.
A set from 35 feet away.
Far away.
All right, Bree King, 160 points total, 28 assists, 10 digs.
Going, guys.
Timeout Team Edmond here at 13-12. Team Larson trailing in the set.
Go to the donut, especially from the outside. Yeah. Always not coming over to cover that short, so we have to tip into that donut.
And sometimes if you cannot attack, don't throw a shot in seat. Just put that shot deep.
Here we go, Blue. Here we go. Blue wave up 3. 1, 2, 3. Blue wave.
Heard a little bit of Shayla Castro in there, some veteran advice.
Using her leadership and her vision from the bench to help out her younger, less experienced teammates. And that's the value of the bench. We talked about that earlier, and how every player is important in the sport of volleyball. Whether you're on the court or not, having a player like Shayla Castro that can advise you at that moment is huge.
She plays what is the favorite sport in Brazil, because soccer is their religion. Third time she's been out of the country, now playing in the United States, played in Turkey, played in Italy, in addition to playing in those Brazilian leagues. Just had twins not too long ago, Liz and Nina. We've seen them around the hotel, and her husband arrived, had to quarantine in another room. They didn't tell the twins. He's in the hotel for 3 days.
No, they couldn't tell the girls.
But didn't tell the little ones.
I get that.
Now they're pumped. Everybody's back together again. The Athletes Unlimited has done a tremendous job with the women who are mothers, paying for child care, helping them come and perform here on the court and have the support that they need. Atkinson and Team Edmond up 2. Still trailing by 1 in the overall. Who has to take that?
Well, there was a lot of noise. I heard a lot of mines. I'd like that person to go ahead and take it.
That was Willow.
Yeah, that's she should take it. If you're gonna go ahead and say mine, that's tough because you're both running kind of blind at one another.
Deep corner shot picked up by Edmond. Atkinson OT heat.
Just so high. It's just silly. But she gets up on the ball.
I would just put her up on the tape all the time.
Beautiful swing. High snap down. There's no chance of defending that ball.
Just let her extend. There's another defensive gem from King. Clark will reset. Willow Johnson finally chips in for a winner. She's hitting those soft wristaways.
She is. Sheridan Atkinson kind of frustrated a little bit with herself. You know, wants to be in the right defensive position coming off the net, but it's hard. It's hard to figure out exactly where she's gonna slice that ball.
60 apiece. We are tied in set 3. Set 3 score, 16-13. Ball's in, make it 17-13, and an overall lead, 61-60. Hope you're getting used to the scoring system here and how it works. Hope you're planning to enjoy a weekend with us. We have 2 matches tomorrow night, followed by 2 matches on Monday. Be on CBS Sports Network and right back here on the digital channels tomorrow night before we're on FS1 and FS2 on Monday as Mccage redirects that one. Second overpass kill she has cleaned up.
Well, and that's every time she's up there, that's Sambothi back there driving this ball hard, flat, deep, forcing these overpasses for Molly Mccage to clean up.
Holly Tolliver, does she go jump serve or float?
Probably float, just coming in. We'll see. Although she's way back there, so we shall see.
That's float. Cruz again, not much of a better opportunity there. I don't want to tip on Atkinson.
Got to tip really high.
Another nice back row play. This time it's Tolliver, and it pays off with a Johnson kill. Willow Johnson has wrist away on lock.
She does. Huge defensive play by Tolliver, laying out there, and you see Johnson cutting it to the sideline again.
A service after that. Holly Tolliver out of Berrien Springs, Michigan.
So this is a huge push right now for Team Larson. Getting a couple of real points in a row. Up by 1 now in the overall score, 63-62.
Oh, that was a laser. And it is thrown down. Tolliver doing work.
Edmond's gonna have to probably take a break here, yep.
18-17, a 1-point lead in the set, but down in the overall, 64-62. While the teams take a rest, they might want to get a little rehab in. The Hypervolt percussion massage device and Normatec compression systems are just some of the Hyper Ice products our players have been using in the Athlete Innovation Lab. A proud partner of Athletes Unlimited, Hyper Ice has been helping our athletes move better, live better, and be better on the field. Shout out to Anthony Katz. Know he's tuning in out there. Let's take it back down on the floor.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. And they're saying to seal Leah. Yeah, because she keeps going to like 1-6 seam, like over me. Yeah. So we'll just time it, seal up on the outside.
Oftentimes, if you're late and you get your platform, it's actually easier for me to see a high ball this versus
Then,
like on
okay,
hands. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So if you want to, like, I'll call it high ball anytime if you're like on the ground.
Okay. I don't know if Jordan has talked to you, but when Taya's serving and I'm front row, you have second ball.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, tomorrow you don't want to miss it. It is a matchup at 6 p.m. Eastern on CBS SN. Lowe versus Larson. The captains. How about those kills per set right there?
I mean, both of them. I mean, that's ridiculous. Those numbers are so high, especially at this level, playing against some of the best players this country has to offer, international players. I mean, super high numbers.
Olympians and teammates in Rio in 2016 for what was a disappointing bronze medal for them. Although bronze is never really disappointing. What's disappointing is not making it to the gold medal final. USA was within reach. It was right there, and it was taken away by Serbia. China would eventually go on to defeat Serbia in the final. Team USA would rally 2 days later in fine fashion to take the bronze. Willow Johnson underneath that with the right hand. Offhand for her. Atkinson too tight. Clark to Atkinson again. Not this time for Tolliver. (64-63).
Big defensive play by Leah Edmond in the right spot. You see Atkinson catching Tolliver in just not the right position. There's something. Take a little break on the floor, but I think
A little delay game, I guess. Just raise your hand. Just hit the button on the Zoom call. Just put your hand up. Shank from Tupac. Nice swing. I believe that was touched twice. Four contacts. The aggression pays off for number 44 in goal.
I tell you, but what a bump set by Larson running off the court. Perfectly placed for Willow Johnson.
You heard Larson talking about bump sets coming from her setter.
It's pretty cool.
She can issue them as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
Nice dig by Morgan, but nobody else there. Tough play. Jordan Larson blocked, came down, and
almost played that ball.
I'm Kevin Barnett. She is Salima Rockwell. You are watching the second and final match of the evening here in Dallas. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. We are in the third set. Overall score 65-64. Make it 66-64. And while Team Larson trails in the set, they are leading in the overall. Captain Jordan Larson of Team Larson, our top point scorer last week and two-time medalist in the Olympics, trying to get victory here on Saturday night. Leah Edmond, captain of Team Edmond. Digs that ball as the off blocker. Willow Johnson with the defense and the offense.
Yeah, Team Larson really stepping up. Holly Tolliver doing a really nice job in the middle back, making some plays there. Coming in, saving some balls.
We are tied right now in this third set. 100 team points for every player on the court available in this third set. Set victory 40, overall 60. Nothing decided yet, but we're getting close. Mccage dunks it, someone in the net. Liana Sibelden says it wasn't me, so we're going to challenge. 2 challenges per set per team, and the claim from Team Larson will be that Molly Mccage, number 5 in blue, was doing her best tuna impression.
I think they called, I think they made the call, Liana Sibelden in the net.
Oh.
See that?
Willow Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be very close. We're going to have to slow that one down. That's a great view of it from our crew.
Yeah, and I said, let's see here.
I think if I say it's Mccage, I'll just continue batting 0.
Yeah,
but I think it is Mccage.
We'll see. This will be a
from our net cam.
better angle.
Oh, you know what happens? It almost looks like Mccage drags Sebelden in.
And that's actually
drags Larson in.
Yeah. Let's see. See that one more time. That's a little better.
Yeah.
So here's the.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, she grabbed the hand of Jordan Larson in that joust ball and pulled her right into the net.
That's
cagey. That's cagey. I'll be here all night and the rest of the month. Tip your waitresses, please.
Well, we are getting close. This is what it's all about. I love these close sets. I love these close matches. We're within 2 points at this point for all of the points that are left on the table.
Ooh, it was 67-65. Make it 68-65. And you're running out of time if you're on Team Edmond for the overall. It's 21 apiece here for the set in the third. Point scoring rotation for Team Larson with the captain at the line. She does not miss serves. Another block. Good drop of the hand by Sebelden. Oh, drop of the hand, but it's still alive. That ball's going to have to go over. Jordan Larson actually played it below the level of the net because she was in the back row.
I know. It's a nice play by Jordan Larson. Smart then, just hitting it right into the block, covering herself, dropping her hands. Just the awareness.
And now reorganizing the offense, moving everybody over into that row too. See, she's stuck there, and so she has to stay below the level of the net. Good read by Clark. What an aggressive swing, but it's just long.
He was going to go for it.
Edmond within 1 on the overall. Within 2 of taking the set. They win the next 2 straight away, they could win 100 points.
Big swing by Jordan Larson, just missed long. We'll see if they go to Willow Johnson here. She's had the hot hand.
These 2 points here would give them the overall. Edmond on the spot. Johnson, inside winner.
There it is, up by 2 points in the overall score. Jordan Larson, Team Larson.
Oh, we're setting up for a possible superset here. If the teams are tied in the overall, we will play a set to 5. None of the individual stats will count. It is a cap at 10, win by 2. If you're unable to be up 5-3 or better. Chipped and 1. So Team Larson with that takes the overall.
Big swing off the top of the block. Actually just a nice groove. Knowing where the defense is, hitting the ball deep.
70-67, they're going to win the overall, but who's going to win this set? 40 points still on the line. Atkinson powers it through, and they will have Team Edmond a set point. Where do you go? I'm going to Willow.
Yep, I'm going to Willow as well.
Old Jim ought to know it. I put Atkinson in front of her. Indeed, here she comes.
It is. There's the block switch.
But it goes the other way off the bat. Pass, and Tolliver goes wide. So it's a split.
I think we're going to have a
challenge. For the moment, it's a split. Touch call is what Team Larson will be looking for on what would be set ball. Young Park will go to the headset, and we will take a look at it.
See if we see anything at the net. The ball touches Ari Cruz at all here on this swing.
Team Larson already has plus 100 for the team points tonight. Virtue of their overall win and having won the second set 25-19.
See if you can see it here. Looks like it just misses. We could catch a pinky. I tell you, I like the fact that they set the outside, recognizing the block switch. Setting that ball to Holly Tolliver over Audi Cruz.
We'll zoom in there. I don't see anything. Official indication goes to Team Edmond. Wait, why is Team Larson jumping around? They won the overall. So Team Larson wins 70-69 in the overall. They take home 100 total points for the match, and it's plus 80 on the other side as Team Edmond wins set 1 and set 3. So that's why you're celebrating. You took home 100 points and the overall victory. So you feel like you won the night, even though you lost that third set. And how big was that comeback in the first?
A huge comeback. I mean, and I'm not surprised. I mean, it's surprising in the sport of volleyball, but I'm not surprised based on the players that we have here.
There is a look at that first set, ended 25-22. At one point, Team Edmond was up 22-12. It was a 10-3 run in favor of Team Larson. Still ended in an Edmond victory, but that 10-3 run plays huge on that final 1-point victory, earning them the 60 points for the match.
Changed it all, changed everything. And that's gonna, when we look at the leaderboard again, and we're gonna see how those points come into play. Those set points, the match win, huge, huge points that really are the driving force behind the points on the scoreboard.
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball is sponsored by